Hello student, in last lecture we see the amine, aliphatic amine. In that classification of amine, method of preparation for amine, and next their physical properties and chemical reactions of amines. Here we see the qualitative test for amine. The first test is fractional distillation. In that the unknown compound or a sample we identify for amine, then the mixture of primary, secondary, tertiary amine may be separated by the fractional distillation depend upon their boiling point of compound. This method is extensively used in industries, mostly used in industry, not in a small level. Next one is Hofmann's method. In Hofmann's method, this compound treat with the mixture of a diethyl oxalate. In that the primary amine forms dialkyl oxamide, which is solid, and secondary amine form dialkyl oxamic ester, which is a oily liquid product. Tertiary amine not given this reaction or not identified by this method. In this method only a primary and secondary amine may be formed. If a compound last product of the compound is in a solid formation, then the test contain the primary amine. If there is a presence of oily liquid product, then it means the secondary amine is present. Firstly, the ethyl oxide react with the primary amine of a two compounds, formation of oxamide, which is in a solid form, or a dialkyl oxamide. Okay, second one reaction is the ethyl oxamide, which react with the two secondary amine, formation of oxamic ester, which is in a liquid or oily liquid, hence the presence of the secondary amine. Next test is Hinsberg method. It involves the treatment of mixture with a benzene sulfonyl chloride, which is a Hinsberg reagent. The primary amine give an alkyl benzene sulfonamide. This is the form of salt with the sodium hydroxide, which is soluble in water, and secondary amine give an N-dialkyl benzene sulfonamide. Does not form the salt with NOH and insoluble in water due to the not formation of the salt with NOH, and tertiary amine do not react with Hinsberg reagent. Here's the first reaction for primary amine. The first compound is in benzene sulfonyl chloride, which react with primary amine, formation of N-alkyl benzene sulfonamide, which is insoluble in the formation. When it react with the NOH, it form the salt formation, which is a soluble in water. Here's the last product, formation of the soluble salt, which is soluble in water. It means the presence of the primary amine in the compound. Second one is the benz sulfonyl chloride react with secondary amine, formation of N-dialkyl benzene sulfonamide. Here it's insoluble, and next step it react with sodium hydroxide, which form no reaction, or a compound which is not from the salt formation and which is insoluble in a water. Hence there is a presence of secondary amine. Tertiary amine do not react with this reaction. Next reaction is diazotization test. In this test we take a 0.1 gram of sample plus 10 drops of concentrated HCl, boil it and cool in ice water. Then we add the 4 to 5 drops of NaNO2 in water and beta-naphthol or 2-naphthol in sodium hydroxide solution. The final step in that, if a orange PPT present, it means the primary amine is present. If it gives yellow color solid PPT, it means the secondary amine present. When it gives the red color PPT or red color solution, it means the tertiary amine is present. Here's the qualitative test of amines are finished. Last sessional I give a question on its qualitative test of amine. Here's also they ask the method of separation for primary secondary amine, in that you mention the qualitative test for amines. Okay. Next, basicity of amine. Amines are basic because they possess a pair of unshared electrons which they can share with other atoms. These unshared electrons create an electron density around the nitrogen atom due to the lone pair of electrons present on the nitrogen atom, which are more electronegativity in nature. The greater the electron density, more the basic the molecule. Okay. Group that donate or supply the electron will increase the basicity of amine, while the group that decrease the electron density around the nitrogen, that decreases the basicity of molecule. In alkyl halide, in the gas phase, the order of base strength is in given below. The basicity of amine which compare with the alkyl amine to ammonia, in that alkyl group donate the electron to the more electronegative nitrogen which attach to the alkyl group. The inductive effect make the electron density on the alkyl amine nitrogen greater than the nitrogen of ammonium. Correspondingly, primary, secondary, tertiary alkyl amine are more basic than ammonia due to the presence of the alkyl group in the compound. Due to the alkyl group, these alkyl amines are more basic than ammonia. Ammonia not containing the alkyl group, it's only contain the hydrogen atoms which attach to the nitrogen. But in primary, secondary and tertiary amine, there is the attachment of the alkyl group. Comparing the basicity of alkyl amine to the amide. In that amide, there is the presence of the ketone group or carbonyl atom. With the alkyl amine, the lone pair of electron is localized on a nitrogen. However, the lone pair of electron on amide are delocalized between the nitrogen and oxygen through the resonance. Due to the presence of electronegativity, lone pair of electrons present on oxygen and also on the nitrogen in a amide molecule. That's why the resonance between the nitrogen and oxygen delocalized toward the oxygen, and that's why the nitrogen form double bond with a carbon atom which attached to the double bond of oxygen. Formation of the double bond, and there the oxygen is delocalized due to the resonance effect. This makes the amide less basic compared to the alkyl amine. That's why the alkyl amine is more basic than the amide. Here's the amine chapter is completed. If any problem or difficulty in that, message me the question. Thank you.